Okay, topic 6, area of shapes. So area means the space inside a 2D shape. Okay, so here we have many 2D shapes, not 3D, 2D. So the area means inside the shape, inside the 2D shape. Okay, so for the revision, let's look at these shapes here. We have a rectangle. To find the area of a rectangle, it's the length times the width, L times W. For a triangle, it's almost the same as a rectangle. Base times the height. The height is connected to the right angle here. Also times half, because a triangle is half of a rectangle. Okay, if we draw a rectangle here, this triangle is half of this rectangle. So half times base times height. For a circle, to find the area equals pi times r squared. Pi r squared. Now pi is a number. It's 3.141. It goes on for, it's a very big number. It doesn't stop. 3.14, okay? This number, pi, is also on your calculator. So pi is 3.14 times r squared. R means the radius of the circle, okay? From the center to the outside, this is r, the radius. Now, here we have another formula here. This is for circumference. Circumference is the distance around the circle. Okay, so if I'm standing here and I'm going to walk all the way around the circle, this is called the circumference. The distance that I walked around the circle is called the circumference. To find the circumference, we have to do 2 times pi times r. 2 pi r. Here we have a parallelogram. It's very similar to a rectangle. To find the area, base times height. We have the base here times the height here. The height also is perpendicular. It's connected to the right angle here. Okay. This shape here is the trapezium. To find the area of the trapezium, we do A plus B. So this side plus this side. These are the parallel sides. They're going in the same direction. So A plus B divided by 2 times by h, the height. The height here is also connected to the right angle. Okay, it's perpendicular. So A plus B divided by 2 times the height. Okay. And lastly, we have here a compound shape. Compound shape means a shape that is made from more than one shape. So maybe we have 2 shapes or 3 shapes. Here we have an L shape. This L shape can be cut into 2 rectangles. Okay, so what do we have to do? We have to cut the shape. After we cut the shape, we find the area of each shape. So we are going to find the area of A and the area of B, and then add them together. So before we cut the shape, we have to find out what this side is. Okay, so here we have 9. All the way here is 9, and here is 2. So to find this one, 9 minus 2 is 7. This is why we have 7 here. Same for the top side here. The whole distance is 10. This is 6. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 centimeters. Okay. So now we can find the area of A and B. So for shape A, this is shape A, We have to find the area, length times width. 10 times 2 is 20. And the area of B here, the length, 7 times 4. 7 times 4, 28. Now we add these two together. 20 plus 28, 48 centimeters squared. Okay, this is the area of both shapes together. Okay, so let's look at question 1. Rana is inline skating around a circular track. So she is skating around this track. This means we need circumference. Okay, with a radius of 80 meters. So this radius is 80 meters. How far does she skate if she goes once around the track? So Rana is skating all the way around the circle once. So we have to find the circumference. It says here, use 3.14 for pi. Okay, so let's look at the formula for circumference. Circumference equals, if you look here, circumference equals 2 times pi times r. So we're going to do 2 times pi. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. So 2 times 3.14 times r. The radius is 80. So times 80. 2 times pi times r. If I put this in my calculator, 2 times 3.14 times 80 equals 502.4 meters. Remember, this is not meters squared because this is not area, this is a distance, circumference. Question 2. If the largest possible circle is cut from a square piece of metal. Okay, so we have a square piece of metal and the circle is cut out of it. Okay, side length of 26. So we have here the side of this square metal is 26 centimeters. Okay, how much metal is left? So we need to find the area of this square and then minus the area of this circle to find how much is left. Okay, area of the square minus the area of the circle, because the circle is cut out. Okay, so let's find the area of the square. The area of the square, base times height, or length times width, 26 times 26, because this is a square. 26 times 26 equals 676. Now for the area of the circle, the area of a circle is pi r squared. Pi r squared. So pi times r squared. Now we have to find what is r. R is from here to here. Now if this is 26, r is 13, half of 26. Okay, because this is 26, half of it is 13. So r is 13. Pi times r squared, pi times 13 squared. Okay, we can do here 3.14 times 13 squared equals 3.14 times 13 squared, 530.66. Now we have to minus the square minus the circle. So this one minus this one. Okay, 676 minus 530.66 equals 145.34 centimeters squared. That's how much of the metal is left. Okay. Question 3. A triangle has an area of 6 square meters. Okay, so the area is 6 square meters. The height is 4 meters. So let's draw this triangle here. The height is 4 meters. What is the length of the base? We need to find this base here. Okay. So let's look at the formula for the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle, A equals half times B times H. Half times B times H. Now let's put in the numbers that we know. We know the area is 6. So A is 6. We have half times B times H. The height is 4 meters times 4. Okay. So if I want to simplify half times B times 4, I can do half times 4. A half of 4 is 2. So 2 times B equals 6. 6 equals 2 times B. If I divide 2 here and divide 2 here, B is equal to 3. 6 divided by 2, 3. So B, the base, equals 3 meters. Okay. Question 4. Calculate the area of the figure. This is our figure. This shape. Use 3.14 for pi. Okay. So again, this is a compound shape. We have two shapes together. Let's work out the area of the rectangle first. Okay. So the rectangle equals length times width, which is 8 times 3, 24. Okay. Now this shape here is not a full circle, but it's half a circle. Okay. So the area of a full circle, let's do the area of a half circle here. We have to do the area of a full circle divided by 2 or times by half, because this is a half circle. Okay, so a half circle, if we look at the area for a circle, pi r squared. So I'm going to do half times pi r squared. Half times pi r squared, because it's half a circle. Okay, so half times pi, we're going to use 3.14, times r squared. Now r, we know, is from here to here. This is r. It does not say the value for r here, but we can work it out because this length is 3. If this is 3, half of it, r, is 1.5. Okay, so r squared, 1.5 squared. If we put this in the calculator, half times 3.14 times 1.5 squared equals 3.53. 3 3 Now we have to get the area of the rectangle plus the area of the half circle, and we have to add them together. So 24 plus 3.53 equals 27.53. And the units meters squared. This is area. Question 5. An athletic field is 100 yards by 40 yards. Rectangle with a semicircle at each of the short sides. So we have a rectangle here with a semicircle, a half circle at each of the short sides. Okay. A running track that is 10 yards wide. So we have a running track that is 10 yards wide, surrounds the field. Find the perimeter of the outside of the running track. So we want the perimeter of the outside of this running track, the distance here. Okay, so I need this distance plus this distance plus this distance plus this distance. Okay, so we already know what these distances are, what these sides are. These are 100 yards. Okay, so this is 100 and this is 100. Now we need this distance plus this distance. If we add these together, this makes a circle. And we need the distance around the circle. We need this distance plus this distance. Okay? This is called the circumference. So the formula for circumference, if you remember, is 2 pi r, or 2 times pi times r. Okay, so 2 times pi, 3.14, times r. Now we need to find r. What is the distance from here to here? This is r. Okay, what is this r? We know this is 40. So halfway from here to here is half of 40, so we know this is 20. Okay? Now it says here this is 10 yards. So this is another 10. So 20 plus 10, r is 30. So 2 times pi times r, 2 times 3.14 times 30. Okay, so if we do this in our calculator, 2 times 3.14 times 30 equals 188.4. Okay, so this is the distance of this circle, this one plus this one. We need to find the perimeter, all these sides added together. So 188.4 is this plus this, and now we need to add 100 and another 100. Okay, so plus 100 plus 100 equals 388.4 yards. This is our answer. Okay. Question 6. Which formula will not help you? Will not help find the area of this composite figure, this shape. Okay, so let's look at these A, B, C, D. A, length times width. This gives the area of a rectangle or a square. We have this, okay? So this will help. Pi r squared, this gives the area of a circle. Do we have a circle here? Yes, we have half circles, okay? So this will help. S squared. Now if you look at this here, there are marks here on these sides. This means these sides are the same. So this side is the same as this side, same as this side, it's the same as this side. This is a square. So if I have a side here, let's say this is 3 meters. If I have a square, that's 3 meters by 3 meters. The length times the width is 3 times 3. The area is 3 times 3, or 3 squared. Okay, 3 squared is the same as 3 times 3. Now because this is a square, S squared is helpful. It helps because it's the area of a square. So this helps. Pi r squared h. Now this does not give us the area of anything in here, so this will not help us. This is the answer.